Hello everyone, it's Miss Fleming speaking. I'd just like to welcome you to the Health and Wellbeing faculty. So for those of you who are considering studying physical education as a possible AS or A-level, we'd just like to introduce to you the course. I'll spend the next 5 minutes or so overlooking the following. So I will highlight what the course is about. I'll go into detail as to what topics you'll be studying. I'll also mention how you'll be assessed and possible careers that you could look in the future, and there will be a slide at the end with mine and Mr. Longdon's email address for you to contact us for any further information. So for those of you who studied PE as a GCSE last year, the AS and A-level course is a progression, so the theory content does go into a lot more detail. It does look at 4 key elements that I will go into detail after, and you will be spending the majority of the lessons doing theory work. As for the practical, you would be expected to perform at a club level, and all the practical activities will be completed outside of school. You will also be marked on your ability to coach or officiate, and alongside that you will have to write up a personal performance project. So the main topics that are covered for this course is exercise physiology, which looks at the heart, the lungs, the muscles, and looks at how the body works in relation to training and performance. The movement analysis, technology and biomechanics is a scientific area that looks at the angles and the motions of movements, and obviously comparing that to various techniques at elite level. The sports psychology section looks at stress, arousal, anxiety, how we mentally rehearse things, the processing information and so forth. Then you've got the skill acquisition that looks at various theories as to how we implement various skills in sport, and the sport and society looks at the history of sport and how it's emerged as to what it is today. So the AS and the A-level percentages here, as you can see, they will contribute, or they will give you 1 grade at the end of year 13. So if we were to look on the left at the AS course, the practical side is worth 16%. Now you will choose 1 sport, and whether you perform or officiate, and you will coach. The personal performance profile is the coursework. The theory is 24%, and that would be 1 hour and 45 minutes written paper, and that is usually at the end of May or beginning of June. Then in year 13, you'll do something similar where the practical is now worth 24%. You will decide whether you'd like to perform, officiate or coach, and you will submit an individual research project. That would be known as your coursework. And your theory is then 36% of the course, which is a 2-hour written paper. So if we were to combine that as an A-level, your practical will be worth 40% and the theory will be 60%. And as you can see from this, it is very theory heavy. So some of you might be really interested in studying the subject, but might not be sure what you could do with this after you've left school. So there's lots of career opportunities, and you can further your education in this area by attending a college, university, having an apprenticeship, and then obviously you can study the following. So you could look at teaching, physiotherapy, coaching, officiating in various colleges and universities. So I've briefly outlined the course for you. However, if any of you feel like you need more information on this, then please feel free to contact myself or Mr. Longdon using the email addresses below. We will try our very best to get back to you as soon as possible with information that will make your decision a lot easier in terms of coming back to Pontypridd High School to study PE for A-level.